welcome. And I invite you to just make yourself as comfortable as you can in the space where you are. Rest your feet upon the floor, even if that means unlocking your legs, even if that means adjusting your position. And as you connect to the floor beneath you, feel a sense of your whole body grounding. You might like to wriggle your toes and connect in to the sense of being rooted and secure. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Breathe in the possibility of change. And exhale our fear to change. Breathe in and let it go. Welcome, Patrick.
Thank you, Judy. And we're coming together right now in the midst of a lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipses happen at full moons. Full moons are times when things come to light. And of course, in an eclipse, the moon is hidden from view. It shows up differently from how we're used to seeing it. And that's how these revelations, this insight reaches us during lunar eclipses. It reaches us in ways that are different from how we're used to seeing it. Sometimes it might even feel absent. We might feel disconnected from it. It might feel far away. So lunar eclipses can be times of deep insecurity. And what they really are is they're an invitation to find your security in something bigger. Much like when you can't see the moon in the sky, what do you look at? You look at the stars. They're distant, shining light. That's really the invitation of a lunar eclipse. With this particular lunar eclipse in Virgo, it's so much around releasing the addiction to control. We try to shape our environment to fit who we believe we need to be. We won't experience fear, so that we'll get everything that we want. And when we do that, we limit ourselves. We don't let the unknown come in and find us and tap us on the back. What's possible is so much more than anything you could imagine. So we'll do an exercise now to work with this energy, maybe to help us get more comfortable finding our security in something bigger. So if you're watching and you have pen and paper handy, you might want to get it. You also don't need it. It's okay to just do this exercise with your thoughts, your heart, and your gut. So I want you to imagine that you have just been given a wish application. The universe has given you this one time, once in a lifetime shot to write down, to note down, to get in touch with, and to feel what it is that you really want. So let yourself tune into that. What is it that you really want? And when you tune into it, I want you to tune into the details of this to get as specific as you can. Maybe even imagine this version of you. Where are they waking up? How do they feel when they wake up? Who's around? What will they be doing today? Allow yourself to see clearly what this version of you, this wish, looks like. Let yourself listen to it. What does it sound like? Let yourself touch it. What does it feel like? Texture does it have? Notice, what does it smell like? What are the smells on this day, this morning, this version of you? And the tastes. What are you eating for breakfast? How is it? It's really connecting with the senses. Even more than that, connecting with the feeling of what it's like to be this version of you. This version of you that has their wish fulfilled. Now, as let that fade into the background. What if you received a response to your application? The response said, "Thank you very much for sending this in. We appreciate your wish, and at this time, we're not in a position to grant it to you." What's it like to sit here, back where you are now, looking at what you're looking at, hearing what you're hearing, touching what you're touching, smelling what you're smelling, tasting what you're tasting? Feeling what you're feeling. What's it like to leave that wish over there and let yourself be here? Because the reason wish can't be granted, it's not because you don't deserve it. It's not because you're not worth it, because you're not good enough for it. It's the other way around. Can't grant that wish because it's too small. It's too limited. It's too short-sighted. We're here to grant really big wishes. If you want a big wish, you need to look beyond the moon and you need to look into the stars. You need to trust that those distant lights are listening. The universe around you is infinite, that it knows what to bring you. Just sit in a moment. this moment, just allowing for whatever's here to be here. Judy will take us on a meditation journey, help us integrate this experience into our awareness.
I invite you to notice what has stepped forward for you through that exercise. Maybe you found your heart has suddenly started racing. Maybe you found a point of tension, feeling that challenge to your wishes, being asked to be made more expansive than you'd first thought. Just take a moment to really be present in what you are feeling here and now. Notice that point of awareness, that point of tension, that point within your body that is calling you. It may be an ache in your shoulder. It may be a yearning in your heart, gut instinct in your belly. Just focus your awareness on that. And if you like to place a hand on that part of your body, you can do. And breathe into that space. Breathe into that feeling of tightness. And notice how hard it is for you to hold your attention on something that doesn't feel good. And gently, kindly steer your awareness back to this part of your body. This part of you that is acutely aware of a little discomfort. And as you steer your awareness back to this discomfort, you begin to notice a shift. Like light coming into a tight knot. As the knot begins to loosen, see this tension in your body like a knot that is not quite yet undoing, but there is space coming into that knot. There is light. And this light casts a shadow, and it brings forward your shadow, your fears, your blocks. And I want you to imagine for a moment those parts of you that you find so hard to love, to like, becoming very visible in this shadow. Like the shadow in the lunar eclipse. And see the light part of you that is so easy to like, is so easy to love, standing alongside your shadow self. And you notice these two halves of yourself coming together, looking at each other like looking in a mirror. And invite them to hold hands. Invite those parts of you that you love to make friends with the parts of you that you don't. See these two parts of yourself embrace and invite the possibility of letting them to walk hand in hand with the guidance they offer to all of you, and the way that you will only truly step through that portal of change by being able to welcome the shadows of yourself, being able to welcome the tension, the pain, and all its gifts of helping you move, helping you take a trajectory into the stars. Take a deep breath and feel those parts of yourself begin to fuse. And notice where that feeling of awareness in your body, that feeling of the strongest sensation in you now, has perhaps shifted a little. There's been a change in the sensations of your body. Breathe into that space now. And let that go. I pass back to Patrick to invite an extra bit of energy into this feeling, into this exercise.
Thank you so much, Judy. This energy you mentioned is the energy of Archangel Michael. Archangels have a wonderful ability to be everywhere with everyone at the same time. So know that Michael is there with you right now. And I just invite you to allow yourself to feel held. To feel safe. Feel protected. To know that you are cherished and you are valuable. Let's just take a few breaths together. Feeling those things. Know that as you move through change, as we all move through change, that you can always ask for assistance. It will be granted because it's already there. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I wish you all the best.
Thank you for being on this journey with yourself and being open to where this portal of change can take you.
And thank you, Judy. What a treat to be here with you.
Thank you.